up, guys? Legend PTV here, back at it again with a new video, guys, presenting you a list of weekly track roundup. Not exactly best and worst tracks of the week this week, because I am again a little late. I just had some summer things that I had to do once again, but I'm not going to get into, because we need to get on with these tracks real quick right here for you guys and stuff like that. Let's get on with it. Alright, what's up, guys? So we got a few tracks here we're about to cover from a variety of artists. You all should be probably familiar with a lot of these. If not, you learn something new every day, so you know what it is. Alright, yeah, start off with the newest track from 9 Inch Nails called Less Than. This track kind of sounds like a decent alternative tune with some kind of rockish elements and kind of a jumpy beat and everything. And honestly, I mean, I'm just not really sure what to say about this one. It's alright, I guess. It's just kind of forgettable to me. Like, I almost forgot I listened to it a few days ago, and then I listened to it today, and I'm just like, oh, okay, that happened. It's an alright track, I guess. I just can't really remember much about it. It's not very distinctive to me, and I mean, that's alright though. I'd probably give it a 6 out of 10. Yeah, sounds good. The newest song by French Montana featuring The Weeknd and Max B called Lie. Yeah, this song has a lot of potential for me. I mean, it's got a catchy beat and everything. I just can't help to feel like the melody is squished in the mix. Like, there's like this melody twinkling in the background, but it's like being heavily overshadowed by this huge bass. And like, I get it's a hip-hop song, so of course, but I mean, still, I would have liked to seen that melody just shine through a little more. But you know, as is, I think it's a decent song. The Weeknd's alright in it. He's kind of forgettable, though. It's kind of one of his more forgettable appearances. But I do think he definitely shines through a little bit. And, I mean, it's just kind of another one of those forgettable, kind of bland songs to me, though. That's just in one ear, out the other. And there's really not much I have to say about this one, either. I'm thinking, like a 6 out of 10. I mean, alright, but not great. Finally, one I can actually talk about. Alright, we have the newest from Kesha during the Dap King somethings, and yeah,
this is a load of barnacles.
I honestly don't really like this track at all. The percussion is boring. It's really just Kesha trying to cash in, I mean, or just trying to do the same stuff she did back in 2010, kind of with this whole, oh, you know, I'm a woman, you know, screw you, man, you're not gonna get me, you're not gonna get a piece of this or nothing. But honestly though, the song just feels forgettable as heck. It's boring, it's very predictable, it's very cliche Kesha garbage, and yeah, I'm just like, wow. I mean, maybe Praying was a decent song, but this one just sucks in my opinion. I just can't find much enjoyment value out of this. Even the Dap King's horns, they're pretty forgettable too. It makes for some very forgettable production with a very bland song that just kind of recycles the tropes of old Kesha, but in a much more forgettable way. I'm thinking a 3 out of 10 on this song. Sorry, guys. I don't like this one really at all. Arcade Fire's back on the mix with Electric Blue. No, we're not talking about Electric Zoo from SpongeBob. But, yeah, Electric Blue from Arcade Fire. This song's pretty good, actually. I like the, kind of the chipmunk voices, which has been very apparent in alternative / rock music this year, in bands such as Linkin Park and Fall Out Boy. But this one I really like the take on it. It's got a nice beat, some nice, God, my hair. It's got a very nice beat and some very nice vocals, and just an overall solid song that I don't really have much to talk about, but yeah, it's fine. Up next, guys, is the newest track from OneRepublic featuring SeeB called Rich Love. Yeah, produced by SeeB, a producer that honestly I'm not very fond of at all. I mean, am I the only one who thinks that SeeB is just a very bland, middle-of-the-road producer? Because the tracks he's worked on, in 2016, Pill and Ibiza with Mike Posner, that remix, while it was good, I mean, it was still, the drop was kind of, at least a tad bit bland. And honestly, the Coldplay Hymn for the Weeknd's SeeB remix was kind of bland as well. Honestly, I just don't think he's a very compelling producer. I feel like he's just kind of, safe and just very catered to the mainstream, if you will. And this song is no exception. I mean, it's alright, but it's just very mediocre. Honestly, the production on the drop just, yeah, it's like any other drop. I mean, And I mean, you know, the song's alright, but it's not that memorable, and really, it's just a forgettable song, and such a forgettable week of nothingness. My god, this week, oh day, we have a lot of nothing songs. I'm sorry, guys. But yeah, the song's kind of bland, kind of throwaway, meh. We have the newest track from ODESZA called Higher Ground. There's some nice production on this one, and I am a huge fan of ODESZA. Been since for about 3 days! But yeah, I'm really excited for the new record, A Moment Apart, and this single definitely proves that it's another solid single from an otherwise upcoming great album. I hope that this album turns out amazing, but if it doesn't, I mean, I guess that's cool, but, you know, really hope this album turns out amazing. We have the newest track from Echosmith called Goodbye. Echosmith are a band that seen some success a few years ago, but kind of just died off. I mean, they had that huge single called Cool Kids, and then they had a few others like Bright and like Come Together and stuff, like some alternative singles like that. And it's kind of nice to have them back. Although I'll say that Cool Kids got severely overplayed, and Bright was just really middle of the road mediocrity for me. And although it was kind of a sweet tune, I really like the girl's voice. I just can't really get into the tune much because of how overplayed it was, at least on the station that I listened to. And everything else, I didn't really end up loving the song all that much. But this one, hopefully, since it's not really seeming to get that high on the charts, hopefully it doesn't get overplayed, because this song's pretty good. I mean, I love how well produced and organic a lot of the guitars are, and even with the electronic instrumentation too, the electronic elements still feel very organic and inspired. It doesn't really sound like much of a sellout anthem, and you know, I really like the song. It's very beautiful. Overall best track goes to probably Goodbye by Echosmith, maybe ODESZA taking the second spot. Worst track going to Kesha, of course, with Woman. And yeah, that's basically the track roundup for me of the week. And yeah, very late on that. I'm sorry, guys. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed still, and please subscribe. The weekly track roundup for this week, and thank you all for watching, guys. If you enjoyed, please subscribe to the channel, and I'll be back with more content as soon as I possibly can. Trying to work to improve everything and everything else just for you guys. Please subscribe, and yeah, stay tuned for more. Thank you for watching. It really means a lot.